what's the what was the kid's name? Tariq. How much you want to bet that that's based on his real son life?
Do you know?
No.
I don't understand what he's saying.
So the son not wanting to have anything to do with or be like his dad in the Power series versus in real life the same thing going on right now with him
Oh,
and his son.
possibly. Okay. I was a little confused for a minute. I didn't realize you were talking about 50 Cent. I thought you were talking about Ghost,
Jesus.
his son. I'm like, I don't even know that he has a son. Oh, that's a good point. Let me think about that for a minute. Let me wrap my brain around who we're actually talking about.
How do you feel about the situation that his son is complaining about right now, being 26 and not being taken care of?
I feel like most parents can relate, not at that level. I know being a mother of 4 children, I wish that I hadn't done as much as I did for the kids because you do. You want them to have everything, you want their life to be easy,
Mm-hmm.
but then at some point, you don't want them to act spoiled and entitled. But that's kind of how you make them by giving them everything.
So,
But it's hard to go back on after you do it.
oh yeah. So is it better to have kids work towards things and work for things versus giving them?
It is, I think that it's better in the long run to
Mm-hmm.
have them work towards things, but as a parent, I could say that it's hard. It's hard to do that. It's you do want your kids to, to be able to not have not keep up with the Joneses, but you also, don't want them to kind of feel left out that they don't have something. It's hard to find that happy middle, the happy medium, but I mean, and it's got to be that much harder when your resources are kind of unlimited to, and your time is limited to be able to say, you know, no, or to stop and take the time to show somebody how to earn the money or work towards it. I think that would be even more difficult the
If your
more money you
resources
have.
are limited, you say limited or
Unlimited
unlimited.
resources. When
Unlimited.
you have all the money, you
Yeah.
can give it, and you don't have much time to be able to spend with your child because you do have such a busy schedule and busy life.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be more difficult, but to go back now, I kind of understand where the child is coming from. Do I feel he's right? No. I feel at that age, I mean, come on now, you have to go out and you need to
Make your own way.
make your own way. And I'm
You work.
sure if I'm sure his dad would help him do that. He's just not going to let him freeload and just give him money.
Really think you do. I think anything worked for. Plus, it builds character. Plus, it shows you that it's not always what you get. It's the processing and moving towards what you get. And a lot of times, I think I didn't learn that until later in life. It's like you want a car and the car is nice, but it's the process of working towards getting that
Mm-hmm.
thing, and that actually gives you more of a better feeling than the actual object itself. The object can give you a good feeling for a while, but you can only have so many cars. You can only have so many
Yeah.
whatever you want to say, shoes, houses, or
Yeah.
whatever. But it's the process of working towards that actually makes you feel good, and that's what we talked about before is that life is about goals. It's about
Right.
setting a goal, meeting a goal, setting another goal, meeting it, and basically you're gonna be doing that your whole life. You're gonna be setting goals and striving towards goals your whole life, and with that comes enjoyment in life with achievement
Yeah,
and
an accomplishment.
an
Because
accomplishment.
you're so busy setting goals and working towards them that you don't really realize until you take the time to stop and look back at like the big accomplishments that you had
Mhm.
and the life that you built for yourself. But when you're kind of just stagnant,
Yeah.
yeah, you run into a whole bunch of problems.
Yeah, even if it's little goals, like setting a vacation goal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had to move it up to the top of my priority list.
I just think it's interesting what's going on in 50 Cent's real life. Kind of mirrors what went on with, I think, Tariq and Ghost and Power. I think it's kind of similar. I just wonder if those plot lines were kind of based off real life,
Hmm.
fictitious real life events. I don't know. What do you think?
I never really thought about it until you said it earlier, but yeah,
Hmm.
could be.